Well, hello everyone. My name is Sergio Morquecho, and I'm gonna be talking about the mind map that I made about the cross-cultural communication. And first of all, we have how it works. And by definition, communication is the process of sharing meaning between people. But in cross-cultural situations, this process becomes a little bit more complicated. As managers, for example, they spend most part of their time talking to others, so understanding how messages are sent and received is very important. Also, cultural noise often changes the original meaning of a message and can easily create misunderstanding, and that's why it is very important to keep that in mind. For cultural differences, they strongly affect how people communicate, and examples such as stereotypes can create barriers, while language problems and poor translations often lead to confusion. Also, nonverbal communication, such as body language, eye contact, and tone of voice, has a huge impact on the message and can be understood very differently across cultures. Furthermore, cultures have different views of time. Some prefer doing one thing at a time, while others handle many things at once. Now, for context, one of the most important differences in cross-cultural communication actually is the distinction between high context and low context cultures. In high context, people rely heavily on the situation, so they do not always say everything directly. And in low context, people prefer explicit and direct messages. And this difference is a frequent source of misunderstanding because what feels clear and polite in one culture can feel rude in another one. Now, how people handle conflict, and actually, cultures have a lot of differences in how to deal with them. In many Western cultures, people tend to confront problems clearly by stating the issue and looking for a quick solution. And in contrast, many East Asian people prefer a more in, indirect approach in order to keep harmony. And that's why it is very important while working across cultures to recognize these differences and adapt their approach because using the wrong style can damage relationships and reduce trust. And talking about trust, uh, building trust is essential for a good cross-cultural team. That's why managers should create clear roles and expectations so that everyone knows how the team will work together. Also, personal relationships can help reduce the cultural tension while solving problems quickly and preventing small issues from becoming bigger problems. Also, it is important to make sure that every team member has the opportunity to speak, especially those who come from cultures where speaking up is less common. Now, for skills, some of the skills managers need um, are that they must develop cultural sensitivity by understanding both their own culture and the cultures of the others. Also, empathy and flexibility and genuine curiosity about different ways of working help managers adapt and build stronger bonds across teams. And finally, the ethical behavior, which in intercultural communication demands treating people as equal, even when their values and beliefs can be a little bit different. It also means that listening without making quick negative judgments and trying to understand behavior within its cultural context. Showing respect and dignity, recognizing that no single person represents an entire culture, and including different voices in conversations are all essential for building fair and productive cross-cultural relationships. And hopefully this can help you.